Hi, I'm Randall Taussig from Blue Core Leadership, and welcome to another leadership lesson from the cockpit. This month's lesson is Pilots and Controllers Know Their Roles. Do your employees know theirs? In aviation, pilots and controllers stay in sync because each knows their responsibilities and we depend on each other. This clarity builds trust, sharpens communication, and keeps every flight safe. In business, it's the same. When people know their role, have the skills to deliver, and consistently track progress, performance climbs and confusion fades. So, pilots and controllers know their roles. Do your employees know theirs? Join me in the cockpit to explore this further. See you soon.
Welcome back to the cockpit. I'm glad to have you here with me. Today we're going to talk about roles and responsibilities. You know, in the cockpit, we know our roles as pilots, and controllers know their roles. Both parties have their part in assuring safety. We also have to have skills, and one of the big skills that we have to have is communication skills. We need to know how to communicate and when to communicate. And the other thing is there needs to be checkpoints. I think it's important at points along the way to make sure that we're doing what we're required to do properly. So, you know, the roles and responsibilities have to be clear, but at the same time, we need a way to validate that we're fulfilling those roles and responsibilities. The same thing is true inside your businesses. Every one of your employees need to understand what's expected of them. They need to know their roles and responsibilities. And they've got to be in a position where they've got the skills and the ability to be able to fulfill those roles and responsibility. And, of course, we need checkpoints along the way, which is metrics. You know, in the cockpit, we're kind of real time. We're talking over the air. Everything's recorded. If there's a problem, we go back to the recording, so there's data there for sure. The biggest skill, I would say, in terms of the safety when it comes to pilots and the communication, it's really about having really good communication skills. Yeah, of course, we need to know how to fly an airplane, and controls need to understand how to control airspace. One big piece of responsibility on both ends, but specifically pilots, is we need to learn and be good at listening. We need to listen for the controller to call out to us. Oh, here we go.
Contact Raleigh approach 125.3.
125.3 for 7 Charlie Delta. Good day. So here's a good example. It's very, very simple. He told me to contact Raleigh approach. So here it goes. Raleigh approach, Series 317 Charlie Delta 7000.
317 Charlie Delta approach, altimeter 2987.
2987. There you go. So the bottom line is pilots and controllers know our roles and responsibilities. Do you and your employees know theirs? There's 3 things to take away here. One is clear. You have to have clear roles and responsibilities that you all agree on. And 2 is you need to make sure you have confidence that you've got the skills to be able to fulfill those roles and responsibilities. And the last thing is there need to be checkpoints along the way. How are we doing? What adjustments do we need to make? Are we fulfilling what we need to fulfill? And do we need any support to get the job done? As always, pleasure to have you in the cockpit, and I look forward to having you again for another leadership lesson from the cockpit. Bye for now.
There's 7 Charlie Delta, left turn near discretion, Alpha to the ramp, my frequency. Have a great night.
Okay, left turn here, Alpha to the ramp will stay with you. You have a good night as well, thanks.